All right, and welcome to Cinnamon Toast Crunch. Like I mentioned or alluded to in the previous video, um, got something to show off. A little unboxing video, I think, of some kind. Some kind. Well, either it is or it isn't. Don't know why I said that. But yeah, here it is. If you are, or if you're anywhere familiar with this, if you've seen it before, you'll know what it is. But if not, um, well, yeah, you'll see. Um, Actually, I'll just tell you now. It is the Character Options 15th Doctor and Ruby Sunday action figure from Character Options. Now, well, I'm going to get into this a little bit later, but we'll just start on the packaging for now. Fairly simple. I believe I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure there's to be some sort of collectible, kind of packaging. I mean, just a white back box with the Doctor Who logo there. A cool, I do like this logo. Don't get me wrong, but it's hardly something new. It's effectively Tom Baker's. It's the old '70s logo, so we're not exactly reaching out far and wide here. If it makes sense. Then the sort of the written version of the logo, or you get the sort of the main logo, and then the written text version. If that makes sense. The bottom, and yeah, that's it. It's about the same really. All the good stuff is really underneath. So it's like you say, it's in two pieces. So that'll be one figure, and that'll be the next one. So we'll get the top one out, and there you go. The bottom one came out with it. Never mind. Put that off to one side, and there we go. So there's the Doctor again. You can't really see it that well because it's the glare. You'll see it better when I hold it out. First impressions wise, I mean, again, you can see the sort of detail. I mean, the box is nice. I would imagine this sticks out in a store if you're going to any store. I mean, I don't know what store is going to be selling these. I mean, again, this is kind of what I was alluding to earlier. But the thing with these figures is that I hope they do sell well. Whatever your opinion on the current era may be, I do want these figures to sell. I want it all to be successful. I don't, what exactly. I'm not sat here wanting Doctor Who to fail. Regardless of whether I have grievances with certain episodes or not, or however may the show maybe, or whatever direction the show may be going in. But I see people saying online, people who are more connected in the sort of the figure community, and they say in order to get more figures, these need to sell well. And the bit I struggle to understand is, well, why would they struggle anyway? I see tweets from certain accounts or posts, whatever they're called now, and they're like, oh, in order to get more figures that we want, they need to sell more. Well, I'm sorry, was there a problem before? Were they struggling? Because as far as I could tell, around Series 6 was when character options stopped. Because if you remember back in the heyday, and I'm talking back when you used to go to hell, when you go to Toys R Us if you're in the UK, or any sort of major toy sort of store, there would be a huge section of there'd be cardboard plaques to sort of detail which segment you're in. Doctor Who segment, the David Tennant one, we all know what it looks like. There's pictures on Google. I mean, I could have shown one here, but if I had a thought to include it, but I'm talking come on, and we're talking about the old days, where the granny, the old lady in the Idiot Lantern, even she got a bloody action figure. Some random character in one episode. Even she got an action figure. That was the point. That was the heyday. It was everybody was getting an action figure back then. And then around sort of the whole thing just went to this sort of three-quarter inch kind of range. I think what it was, where they were just really small, and that they had sets and that, but they were just rubbish. And they weren't the normal size figures, so I never bothered collecting them. And then we got sparingly ones, like obviously you would get a 12th Doctor one, and you'd get the occasional companion, and there was a Missy one. There was a few there, here and there, but there was never a whole big series range where the whole series 5 would be figures from different characters from that season or whatever. But I'm getting off track a little bit. But yeah. So was there an issue before? I mean, I could say if that's what it takes, I hope these sell well so we can get more. But yeah, I was under the impression that things were going fine, and then one day they just stopped, and then the whole range changed, and then we started going to B&M sets, and then they effectively started Well, yeah, like I say, they effectively just started re-releasing old figures. If that's the way, I don't know. I mean, I collected some of them, but we are where we are. So as I'm just figuring out how to actually open this. Is there a sellotape there? Yes, there is. Yeah, probably should have checked before. Yeah, but as I'm struggling here, bear with me. I've just kind of cut my nails as well, so it's a little hard to open the box to get it off. But yeah, like I say, I do hope they sell well. I do want it to be successful. It did feel like it took a while for these figures to come out. We've had it's been over a year now of the 15th Doctor, and we've only really just got the figure. I mean, I could be wrong, but like I seem to remember as a kid when Series 5 came around and Matt Smith was like new. I seem to remember his action figure, and seem to remember a few action figures coming out like alongside the season. If that makes sense, you would have think there would be. You would have thought. Well, you would think, that these companies, character options, would get access to the footage and clips, and they would be told ahead of schedule when these figures are going to be coming out, or when the season was coming out. Yeah, make this Starlight, make this Doctor. But anyway, again, I'm getting off tangent, but hopefully now you can see a little bit more. And then again, the video quality is 720p, I believe, so it's not going to be the strongest, but look at visual impressions. It is good. They are detailed. It's probably one of the most detailed figures we've got from character options, and so they should. I mean, it's 2024 now. You would think the technology to make these will be better, and there'll be more detail on it compared to like the ones from 10 years ago, 10, 15 years ago, whatever. So yeah, first impressions. Sorry, I'm just smelling it. I always smell it because it just is a glorious, amazing plastic smell. You know that you eat books all the time. You just smell it, don't you? Oh, lovely. As I sniff Shooty Gat with her, I'm sure he'd like that. But yeah, these tie wraps. I mean, am I gonna have to? I've got some scissors here. Are they gonna take a while to open? Probably. I'll just get the scissors out. I mean, that's what they're for, in it. These are a bit of a pain, but I think there's also more articulation to these as well. Again, you would think there would be. I feel like with other action figures tend to be that just flew off somewhere. I don't know. Yeah, so with other action figures, and I with like Marvel Legends ones, they do for those kind of characters. Hasbro, are they the ones that do it? If that's the name, they tend to be more articulated, whereas character options tend to be a bit more detailed. Like things like the ball joints on this, they've got more ball joints. Neck joints. I mean, and one's something with the pivots of the arms. I'm not totally clued up with all the technical names of it or whatever the words are, but you get the gist. As I just try and release Shooty here. I'm sure he likes to be released. He wants to be free spirit. There you go. Ooh, scratch the mic there. Bit of ASMR. Horrible. I hate doing that. I hate touching the microphone. It just feels awful. Yeah, I'll just get these last remaining pieces out. And I'll come back in like 6 months' time and realise there'll be like a piece lying on the floor somewhere. But yeah, we're making progress. I've still got a whole another figure to get out yet. I'm not even going to bother getting all the accessories out. Maybe I might post it on X or something if you want that. I can just release him again, get him out. How are we doing this? I get so nervous unboxing these figures. I feel like I'm going to break them. I don't know why. Is anyone else like that? You just like you want to just take them out carefully and not like destroy the packaging. Then you'd think quality control. They should be strong. God, his leg's really stuck in there, isn't it? There you go. Come on, come to me. We're just gonna pull you out. Yeah, come on. That's it. Just get that down there. Yeah. So here we go. Again, like I say, the camera doesn't really, the footage doesn't really do it justice. But in real life, it does look very detailed. Um, again, it smells gorgeous, gorgeous and glorious. Sort of like a PVC. Is that what I think it is? Sort of like rubbery. You can open it up a bit, open them up. There is, the detail is good. Um, and oh yeah, and the ball. I think there's ball joints on the feet as well. Like they turn. I don't think they used to turn, but yeah. On a whole, like I say, even when these pictures of these figures even first emerged, without that toy fair show thing, I don't know where it was, but even then, when we saw them on the shelf with the oh God, what was it called? The green things that were chasing Beep the Meep. I can't even remember. But even there was a picture of the Doctor and Ruby alongside one of them, and we haven't really seen one of them yet. But on the whole, yeah, impressed. Decent, decent. Very happy with that. So I'll put that off to the side. Is he going to stand up? I don't think he will. Bear with me. I don't know. He's kind of like stood up on one foot like off the ground. We'll see. He'll probably fall down. Right. So we'll make progress on the second one. Here we go. So second one. Again with the glare, Ruby Sunday. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention there is like text in the back and stuff. Actually, I should show that now. Text in the back. It's sort of a little synopsis of like of the Doctor or the figure in question, or the figure of the character in question. If anyone remembers those old like the back of the card, usually would like collect them all and it'd show you like pictures of all the other ones you could get. That was kind of cool. I remember them days. Back when they were actually used to, produce quite a lot. I really don't like the way he's standing. I don't have to fiddle with that. He should be like flat-footed on both feet. He's kind of like one foot's off the ground. That's bothering me slightly. I'll have to figure it out with that, but I'm not going to spend about 15 minutes on here just, trying to get him to stand up. Stand up, Shooty. God, these are trying to lift up the sellotape with short fingers, no short fingernails. Yeah, just really, I don't want to rip the packaging either. I kind of slightly pulled the cardboard back there. I'm trying to again be gentle with it. So I'm taking my time. You'll understand why. It just sort of flaps open a bit like that. If we pull it out, oops, something else just fell out there. I don't know what it was. Oh well. Put the box off to one side. I do like the fact that he did come with quite a few accessories there. What was that? We just look at that a bit again. Got the sonic screwdriver. Of course, his psychic paper and the sort of the bomb thing he was stood on in Boom. So again, a nice success. I mean, even Ruby there she is. You got Thorn, in a bag. So it's nice extras. It's you pay. I think it was $49.99. Was it no $39.99? I think was the price. I honestly can't even remember now how much I paid for these, but actually I say I paid for them. It was my best friend who actually got me them for Christmas, so I guess I didn't really buy them. But yeah, again, very detailed, I have to say. Again, the video won't really do it justice, but you can sort of see the creases there in a skirt. So was it a skirt? I can't remember. Shorts, yeah, they were like shorts, weren't they? But yeah, like I say, very detailed. On a whole, they actually are good figures. And like I say, as I probably repeated myself 15 times, I do hope they release more. I do want to see more. I want to see these successful. I want to see these sell. If they don't sell, then they're not really going to make them, and then we're not really going to get any. So you kind of want them to sell. it can, like I say, regardless of where you are on the whole on the whole future of Doctor Who and what your opinion on the current show is and all that jazz. But you know, I think most people can at least appreciate the figures and you know the merchandise. It's a bit like these as well. No, the Blu-ray sets. You know, a lot of people really look forward to them. For a lot of people, they're the best thing about the show right now. A lot of people are happy with them, and you know, and they are good quality. You know, I personally also look forward to them every time they come out. You know, the excitement of what the next one is going to be. I mean, you know, we all do it, don't they? And I think is it Lee Binding who does the artwork for them? He'll tease them, and you know, he'll say like, "Oh, this is like the color palette." So he'll like, he won't release the picture, but he'll release like a sort of like slightly color picture like, of what the colors is that are going to be on it, or the box sets, or whatever the box set will be, and whatever colors that will be on it. He'll reveal the colors, so you can get like a sort of clue. And he did that for the one that they've just announced, Series 7 or Season 7. There was a lot of like green and yellow and sort of orangey, sort of like really like fruit pastel kind of colors, if that makes sense. So you kind of got like a sense of like, yeah, maybe Season 7. You know, it was a color, you know, Doctor Who in color for the first time. You know, Inferno as well, all the lava and things like that. So yeah, like I said, I'm not going to do with the accessories because we'll be here all day. But is that part of their shoes? Is it? Yep, music ties. I didn't know if that was actually part of the shoe or not. Um, I even pull that through. Right. Actually, now that I think of it, I can pause this so I can not take too much time and get her out. So I'll see you in a minute. And we're back. I think we're back. Yes, we are. She's out and she's free. Um, yeah. Again, I'm slightly repeating myself, but you know, I mean, it does look like a, you know, again, you would expect so. You know, on the whole, I'm impressed. You know, with these figures, you know, there's one of a ball joint as well. Yep, can make them like T-pose. I think. Oh, does that the waist even like? Yeah, she even sort of like does that. um. So yeah, I mean, we'll do the stand-up test. Is that new feature now that we're gonna call it? Whenever I get a figure, we're gonna do like a stand-up test thing. See if she stands up too. In fact, is she gonna fall over? Oh, panicking there. I think she stands up even better than the doctor does. I'll do it again because he's really not like. I don't know if it's just because of the feet. I'm just doing it like here in the front of the computer. I suppose it's a bit better, but yeah, I don't know. I'll play around with it, but yeah. Actually, we'll just leave him down. Have a lie down, Chewy. Probably need it. Um, so yeah, that's my unboxing. There's boxes and all these twisty wires everywhere. Yeah, that's my unboxing, and I'm sure there'll be more to come as I do well, order more things and get more things. I like to say, I like to do a sort of collection, sort of look at these Blu-rays at one point. You know, we've got quite a few of them now. Um, was it 13? 13 in total? I might just like I just did a quick count there. I'm not gonna, can I not count? I think it's 13, and we're making good progress with them. You know, I do wish. Well, I'm not quite sure how they're going to do it. I know they're kind of avoiding the 60s stuff now, because I suppose it would be quite dated, wouldn't it? If there were to, was it series? What was it? Now series 1. We pretty much got nearly all of it except Marco Polo. And was it series 5 or season 5 or season 6? Like you know, we've got all of the season in watchable format. It's just like there's like one story that like might be an animation, and if they release like season 5 with like an animation on it, and then in years to come we somehow discover like a missing episode, then it kind of like makes it out of date. Because the theory behind it is that these are supposed to last, really. I suppose. I suppose that's why they keep sticking on the Geordie logo on it. But yeah, anyway, that is my unboxing of these two figures. Um, Would I recommend you to get them? I suppose it's up to you. I mean, again, if you're feeling a little bit disillusioned with this era and you probably don't want to financially support it, shoot, smells better. It's up to you. I think on a whole, objectively, they are good, very well detailed. Again, articulation probably improved over recent figures. Again, like I say, as you'd expect. Um, but I'd say well, but I don't mind collecting these. But like I say, individual choice. But yeah, there we have it. So if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. Tell me what you think. Express your opinion, as I always recommend you to, or hope you do. And yeah, that's all for me from today. And keep watching the skies, as I think as Mulder would say. And I'll see you soon. Thank you very much. Press the button. Press the button. Bye.